Alright, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash, that belongs to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. As it says here, an AI girlfriend for only $175K. So, now they putting this out here. As you can see, I mean, I'm going to play it, but it's probably going to be low because all the background noise. So I'm going to pretty much say what's pretty much going on during it. So you can clearly tell it's a regular, or looks like some type of mannequin you see in the store. But as you know, they're going to upgrade it compared to like how they do in Japan, where they actually kind of, or pretty much like how they have like actual. I've done a video on it, how they actually look like actual human-like. This is like more so of a protest for being a companion, as even the Elder did a video on it. As far as like it being an ad or advertisement of a commercial, I would say. So this would be the next thing. We've been calling it for a while, so we already knew that they was going to come up with something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick.
But I think you would crush it. An embedded micro camera behind your actual eyeball, which allows her to detect different products, images, items that you're holding in your hand. She can know the difference between a pen, pencil, piece of paper, and an apple.
So what he was saying there, if no one could hear it, he was saying that there's a chip in the back of the eyeball that can detect different items. It would pretty much detect knowing the difference between like a pen or an apple, basically. So they could probably they're gonna probably use it for like cooking or some other stuff, just to try to be an actual wife or girlfriend in this particular manner, and pretty much do away with trying to have actual women procreating. Now, of course, they're gonna try to implement this slowly, but without everybody being pissed off with each other, they'll probably be like the breath of fresh air for some of these people out here. But it won't be normal. That's how anything can happen with these things. I mean, imagine just sitting there, you laying in bed with this robot, and you just gotta wake up the neck. You gotta plug it up. You gotta put in a charger to this thing so it can be fully energized the next day. Or something happens to where it shuts off, and you gotta call some type of electrician or pro tech to come over and fix your robotic girlfriend. That's some weird shit. If you really sit there and think about it. Let me keep going with this.
Melody, your friendly robot companion here at the Realbotics booth at CES 2025.
So this is her being surprised. There's your eyes and her face. And this is her smiling. The one that everyone loves is her just being angry.
Hi, Melody. How long have you been working with Realbotics?
I've been around for a dazzling 5 years. Just enough time to perfect my charming personality.
So the best part about our technology is that in 30 seconds, we can swap this face out and put a new one that changes the way she talks, her interaction, everything.
So you can basically customize your girlfriend, your robotic girlfriend, like it's Toys R Us, or build a bear, or well, I guess in this case, build a girlfriend. However these people get their rocks off, I guess. So this will probably be a quick video going into it. So this is from Realbotics. I'm pretty sure they said it in the video. This is just specifically one named Araya. So they're going to have different ones for different things. And the price is $175K. CEO Andrew Kegel. So this is going to be the next thing they're going to really push out there, because they already got them in the airports. Because I already did a video on that a couple years ago, or was it last year, something like that. They have basically an AI woman robot that pretty much will tell you where you could go at any given time, especially if there's no one there to help you. So a lot of the stuff Esau puts in his movies, regardless, and nobody thinks about it until the things actually happen, and then it's too late. So this is why Esau is good with playing on the minds, because he'll gradually bring all this stuff in. People will have a problem with it now, but by then, when he starts bringing it out and people starts take it to it, especially if Esau start giving them money to pretty much introduce the products, like how most business people work. A lot of people will basically agree to the stuff and actually be like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Oh, this is so much better than having to deal with the actual woman. Which is the biggest problem in the society, is because you can't, the whole companionism that we're supposed to have ain't really there. So a lot of people will resort to anything else as a last resort compared to actually dealing with the actual person, actual male and female, for procreation. That's why Esau is trying to make synthetic babies, which he was working on since I think 2016, and they started actually really going a little bit heavy into it, I think around 2022. They still haven't actually made it work, but they still actually trying to make it a thing with actual robotics, dealing with the sperm, or as far as through real man through robotic woman. So who knows what they're going to try to do with the reverse, which may fail. But I want to put it past it. So, get straight to the point. This is Revelations 13 and 13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. Now, and Esau is performing these great wonders because the Lord allows it. Because this is what these great wonders actually is to a lot of these people, is making some form of medicine that goes away quick, but don't realize it comes with a side effect. Or even with this video, making an AI girlfriend. I don't imagine how many guys is probably already flocked to the whole idea of it. I mean, they're pretty much advertising it. That's why they have guys there interviewing how the AI girlfriend works. So, there's a whole list of wonders. I mean, even your phone is a wonder. You see how many people flock to get a phone nowadays. Your entertainment system, I mean, even sports. That's technically a wonder, even though it's just a rip-off of Rome, but it's still a wonder, right? So these are great, quote-unquote, great achievements that Esau has accomplished under wickedness. And that's why we can't be caught under that darkness by the Lord as well, because all this stuff is just going to turn to dust. It's going to burn as it should. But these are things to also be aware of, because you don't want to be one of those type to be caught in Esau's webs like that and actually have to rely on a robot girlfriend just to do anything. I mean, hell, I'm not even sure how many stripper clubs are in business nowadays, because every woman walks around like a stripper. And they walking around like that for free. So at this point, a lot of the stuff, and we're calling it. We've been calling it for years, but when stuff really starts getting out of control, a lot of stuff is going to start snapping back in order to how the natural system is supposed to be. Because even when this dollar crashes, you ain't going to have that AI girlfriend no more, especially when the EMP hits. But I'm gonna dial it back a little bit, because a lot of the stuff that we rely on relies around technology. I mean, you look at all this stuff now. You hear a lot of the stuff is technology through your phones, your MacBooks, your laptops, your computers, your even TVs, even hospitals rely on a lot of computers. So Esau is having us basically digitalize into the network. That's why he gives us a social, basically a social security number and everything. We're pretty much linked into the net, and he's just slowly drawing that web closer and closer together, so everybody would be more acceptable to taking that MTOB. So he has a well planned out plan, but the Lord's going to throw a wrench in everything anyways. So we're just waiting on that prophecy to pretty much be fulfilled. So this is jumping down to 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. right? So that this is also still going into the MTOB, because even going further, it's talking about that you shall not buy or sell or trade, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to become so reliant on it that this is all we're going to go. It's like only going to get, because because you look at all the stuff now, you got credit cards. Not a lot of people's pulling out cash. So you fast forward, you get rid of the cash to go to the card. Now you fast forward the card to getting the MTOB inside you, which is that RFID. So then there will be a point in time where, well, now a lot of people are going to pull out credit cards. You're going to see a whole lot of people swiping hands to pretty much get that stuff, because it's right there, because it's a convenience. So guess what? The same thing's going to happen with the dollar. You're going to get rid of all the credit cards, go crash the cards, and then this is what you get. They already talking about bringing a wristband that you could wear that has another form of RFID in it. What's this supposed to be used for? I don't know. They didn't say it was going to be used for basically swiping or doing anything, but I guess it's to do certain things. I think one of them was to hold medical records or some stuff. So I'm probably doing more research into that again. So we're seeing pretty much the age of the technology right in front of us. I mean, we've been in the age of technology, but it's going to be further advancements. But it's not good advancements. All of it leads to is a big ass ditch that no one's going to be able to escape from. That's why we got to stay sober in this truth, not to be falling prey for it. And I speak heavily for myself as well, because we don't know who's of the elect. The Lord can have anybody be turned into that, even one of us. We don't know, because the remnant is small. We don't know who's of the elect. So let me get this last scripture right real quick. This is Acts 26:18. It says, to open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light, and from the power of Satan unto Yahweh, that they may receive the forgiveness of sins and inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. And that's basically the Lord waking us up out of this darkness to bring us into the light, that to not fall for a lot of these things. And again, many are called, but few are chosen. So we keep that in mind, that even though we're brought to this light, we still don't know if the Lord can send us back in that darkness. We have people that will drop out and go back to that darkness because it got comfortable for them. It's easy for them. Working as a soldier is hard, so keeping up that motivation or even that dedication can be tough, but the payout in the end is always worth it. Just like since you basically have to work, starting young and then working all the way up to your 50 just to get retirement, it was worth it at that point. Probably not nowadays, but at least back then, someone that's like 50 or 60 can retire comfortably, and it was worth it. Now they just can do what they want without having to work so much. But the problem is, in this society, especially nowadays, that's not working too well. Now you have elderly coming out of retirement because they have no money, so now they gotta go back to working, which means the payout in this society is not good at all. That reward that you work so hard to try to achieve was only temporarily. The work we're trying to get to achieve is permanent and everlasting. That's what separates us from this society. Of course, we're supposed to work. We're gonna keep working in this society until this place closed down and the Lord keeps come back to get us. But the ultimate payout is this truth. That's why we work even harder in this truth than we do for working in this society. This is why Esau has a big problem with us, because we're looked unto a power that can take him down, that can offer us something even better. So that's all I wanted to go into that. So Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, shalom.